So, Love, Simon is like a super important movie, not only in what it's trying to accomplish in Hollywood, but also that it's going to mean a lot to a lot of people. It's based on a book, so it's well known in the LGBT community in that regard, and now it's trying to, cross over and see if it can be like a mainstream phenomenon. One of those teen movies that really stands out. I'm curious. It made a big splash yesterday. People seem to really like this trailer. I'm sorry it took me a little bit of time to react to it, to see what it's all about. I just wish that Greg Berlanti was not directing it. Greg Berlanti does the CW shows. He also does Riverdale. He seems to be a pretty savvy producer, but from a directing standpoint, I don't know, he seems really middle of the road to me, but then maybe that's the point. Maybe they're trying to take this material, and they are trying to take this material and make it mainstream, and make this kind of relationship mainstream and just seem run-of-the-mill, which of course it's becoming more and more these days. So let's see it. Maybe Greg Berlanti's the right guy for the job. Let's take a look.
Do you ever feel weird?
That guy's from Jurassic World, by the way.
Sometimes I feel like I'm always on the outside.
He has a good look. He looks
There's
better
this
here,
invisible
actually.
line that I have to cross to really be a part of everything, and I can't ever cross it.
Me too. My name's Simon. I'm just like you, except I have one huge-ass secret.
Hey! I like your boots! I said I like your boots! Goodbye!
Of course.
Nobody knows I'm gay.
That was very endearing.
Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. One minute I'm on top of the world, then the next I'm at rock bottom. I've been thinking about why I haven't come out yet. Maybe part of me wants to hold on to who I've always been, just a little longer. No matter what, announcing who you are to the world is pretty terrifying, because what if the world doesn't like you?
Then screw him.
P.S. It doesn't seem fair that only gay people have to come out. Why is straight the default?
I have something I need to tell you.
I like girls. You trying to kill me?
I like men. I'm straight. I'm heterosexual.
Oh, God, help me, Jesus.
Yeah, I think, I think a big part of life is just realizing there are a lot of people out there, and if the people in front of you are not particularly nice, well, then go find some more people, damn it. This looks very, very good. I mean, Greg Berlanti, it's like the pinnacle of everything he's been working towards. And Greg Berlanti, by the way, happens to also be gay. And so I'm sure this film, it was obviously very important to him to get it right. When I was watching it, it reminded me actually of what, the Harvey Milk film, spotlighted. And that was Harvey Milk's strategy of saying, don't make people think of just gay people as this group over there, but as your teacher, the person you run into at work, humanize it. And I think this movie is one of the best, I think, efforts of that I've seen. And some people, might be like, well, why is this necessary? Well, I was really surprised when I reviewed Call Me By Your Name yesterday. And in the comments section, boy, there was a lot of homophobia. Like, wow, like super, super a lot. I mean, I don't know if people are feeling a little more emboldened these days. Well, I think we all know that they are, and, and across the board, in both camps. And I would hate, come to think of it, I would hate for some of that, the emboldened to really do some damage to some very nice people like Simon, right? Simon's just minding his own business, leave him alone. So I think this looks like a really, really good movie. And again, as I said, an important movie. And I'm curious if you think you're going to see it. And I think the real question is, I know it's going to be big with the LGBT community. Is that community big enough to make this a box office success? And do you think that it'll be a crossover film with mainstream moviegoers? I think that's really important. I think that's this movie's next step. I think the next step for this movie should show that it has a really strong B storyline or something like that. So it's not just all, I think it has to prove or show that there's something, to bring the straight audience in, right? Because, you know, something like Call Me By Your Name, it's an amazingly well-made film. It's like an awards-winning film. And so that kind of, I think, helps with the outreach, right? But since this film is so, quote unquote, normalized, you know, the question is, does this, you know, it becomes more, does this relationship interest you? So I hope it does have crossover appeal. It looks very, very good to me. Very, very good. It looks like everyone's doing some of their best work in front of and behind the camera. So what do you think? Write your thoughts down below, and you can check out some more videos right now.